What's the white? Oh, it's not out yet. Never mind. Pented Prism probably probably does something here. Probably could get away with Ghost Quarter. I mean, Ghost Vacuum. Maybe not. Hello. What? Okay. Um, you know what? I could probably play Armageddon in this deck too. Actually, probably could. It's not that bad if like Edgar doesn't die because he like flips when he dies. Might be able to play Armageddon here. You play Flare. I don't know about that one. Is this new? Target creature with mana value 6 or less from your graveyard. Uh, I don't really have anything with that right now. Kind of cool though. It's a way to get Shieldred into play. I thought it was the 30th, not tomorrow. Huh? Does it make sense? Um, hmm. I don't think there's enough mana rocks for Paradox Engine. There could be, though. There could be. Relic of Legends? Random Indestructible Lands? I don't know if I like that. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Hmm. There's really not many at all, though. What's the Signet Talisman? Bridge. Ugh. So today's the last day. We're free of like 700 comic book characters. I feel like the indestructible land thing is not necessary. All right, that's simple enough. I've done this 1,000 times. It's got some pretty new cards, though, since the last time I played this. This used to be one of my favorite commanders ever. Maybe actually my favorite commander at some point, at least in Magic Arena. Never played it as a vampire commander, but it's a 4-mana 4/4. Other vampires get +1/+1. And when it dies, it flips into a coffin that poops out 1/1s. And then I think after the third time, it comes back as a 4/4. So ideally, you just cast it once, and then you never have to worry about commander attacks, because when it dies, it comes back as an artifact and then flips back, and it's just annoying. The value really isn't crazy. It's just a 4/4 that sits there and potentially harasses your opponent through removal. I'm not done with Armageddon, so I'm going to try to Armageddon people. This is kind of a commander that can actually survive removal if it's your only threat in response to Armageddon, because you'll still have it in play. And this means that this is really good. This applies to Planeswalker commanders as well, probably more so, but I haven't played really a Planeswalker commander with Armageddon yet. Probably play Kaya, maybe? This one, if I was going to do that. There's also the 3-mana Kaya, which seems kind of pretty good, actually. I don't, maybe it's a solid commander, but yeah, mana rocks. Edgar's not a reliable win condition, but Paradox Engine with One Ring is, so that's cool. This also can kill your opponent if left alone. A ton of removal. Planeswalkers, that's about it, but no vampires. I don't operate like that. Creature decks. Ugh. Can't do my quest. Tragic. So we get the ranked back before we get whatchamacallit? Caretaker's Talent for card draw? Is that when the token enters? I don't want to draw cards after my commander has been killed and then start to draw cards the turn after for 3 turns. Why not just play Phyrexian Arena? Voice of Victory is okay, I suppose. It's alright. Alright. I like it more than Allosaurus Shepherd. I'll say that, because I do not like Allosaurus Shepherd. Can I do nothing this long? Probably not. It's a pretty important Dark Ritual, so here's to hoping I don't make a mistake. I think Tessa's better than Edgar, so I'll probably be casting that instead of Edgar. Especially if they tap out next turn. If they don't tap out next turn, well, that gives me something to do. Look at that. Make a 1? Sure. Alright, so I will play Tessa, because Mono Blue really doesn't like this card. This is a, what is it, a 1/4? Tail's End? Stifle? Nothingness? Opponent's brain is broken, maybe? Is it Frogify? Instant Speed Frogify? Whatever it's called? I don't know what it's called. Return the permanent to its owner's hand. Okay, that does it. Weird card to see there, though. What is my opponent leaving up? I don't know. Alright, that is an extremely good card here. Also a really good card, okay. I can Vampiric Tutor for... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can get a 6-drop? Do we think my opponent concedes to Farewell? I feel like they survive Farewell, but it's probably one of the best cards I could ever conceive of playing right now. I could also play Liliana. No, I'll take the Cyberbully card here. And there's no way to... Alright. Alright. I'm just gonna full send. I have multiple things I can do through losing my whole universe. So I'll do that. My opponent has to restart. I don't care if they bounce this. It means they're not drawing a card. They chose not to draw off the bauble. I wonder if that was worth it. Opponent says it is. I'm curious. That doesn't cut it. I can actually plus Davriel, and then them swinging is just so annoying. Like, they really don't want to swing. Yeah, alright. I think this is actually just good. Like, they really don't want to swing at me. They're gonna do it anyways. When it lost Cyclonic Rift. Don't know if that was worth it, but that's what happened. So let's play... If I play that, I'm not winning. So I have to play something like this first. Really wish I drew a land there. Oh, they drew kind of the exact thing that makes their commander borderline free to cast. Not losing any cards. And I lose. I draw a sweeper. Nope. I can play... What does this do? Okay, artifact spells. So I can play this and then like kill the 0/2, I guess. And then say no to Tessa, right? Not sure I'm winning with an Armageddon, but I'm not losing with an Armageddon. So maybe I should have discarded the Breach, actually. Although 3 life probably doesn't matter. I'm too deep in the hole to not exile Tessa, so I just have to. This has to be good enough. I can't play around anything. Lot of lands. Oh, come on, dude. Come on, man. Oh, come on. Whatever. Actually insane. Whatever. No. You got it. Good grief. Whatever. My opponent drew infinite lands, and unfortunately it mattered. Alright, well, that's that. I think my Vampiric Tutor option was incorrect. I think that's fundamentally what went wrong. What went wrong.
Yeah, you could play Solitude and Grief. Could also maybe play Reanimate. Just not have, like, Buried Alive and whatnot. My opponent has Mox Opal online on turn 2. Okay, well, I'm gonna play my commander. Alright, well, they can't swing, I guess, unless they have swords. This probably takes Armageddon, which is kind of funny, actually. Maybe it doesn't take Armageddon. So, Prism on 2 colors. Play that, and then pass? I kind of want a Skyclave Relic for more. Okay, they just decided to discard a card. What? Okay. That's an interesting choice, but I guess it makes sense. I'm not going to cut down it. Doesn't work. Sure. Was this dig through time? That is a extremely strange use of Dark Ritual, in my opinion. But I guess it works. Oh, I don't have floating black. Alright, I can't do that. There's no artifact in the graveyard for Emry, so I don't have to do anything. I need, it's just another game. I just need a board wipe. That's it. That's it. Seldom else is relevant here. Okay, fair enough. Davriel, I can Inventor's Fair for the one ring? And then what? Cast it? Close. Yeah, I think I have to take the one ring. It seems like far and away the best idea here, and it could potentially buy me a significant amount of time, so. Do I draw right now? I think I do, although I wouldn't play a land if I found it, because Armageddon is potentially something I still have to cast here. No, I should just draw anyways. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I have to draw, okay. Yeah, I have to draw. Unbelievable. Alright, so that's yep, that's it. That's the card in question. I should probably bait with this. Can I do everything I want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can, but it won't be ideal. Okay, I'm going to lead with this. That's what we're doing. Rhea doesn't draw cards or anything. If I sweep the board, no, you can't activate Brea a second time. There's no way you sack a land to do this, right? Oh, it sacked itself. Right, aha. Wise beyond their years. Okay, and then if I cast this, I'm ahead. I'm actually ahead. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. Didn't even need Paradox Engine. Alright, well, sometimes you draw it. Sometimes you draw what you need. Okay, let's play Paradox Engine and probably win the game? Probably. Oh, counterspell. Alright, no more winning. That was the best possible thing they could have asked for off the top. I don't think I can tap the one ring again. Murderous Rider has lifelink and so does this token. To be fair. Also, Davriel can actually do something that matters. That would be nice as well. They should probably block the 2-2. Maybe gaining life is going to offset the ring. Or not. Let's play Davriel and Gamble minus? I'm going to be so disappointed if it doesn't do something good. Oh, I'm going to be so disappointed. Come on, we went to couples therapy. Come on. Alright, I guess that's fine. And then making this a 3-2 is survivable. And then I'll play this as a 2-3 lifelink. And this also gains life. That card itself. And I'm not tapping the one ring. Okay, wasn't the worst deal, but I was hoping to gain life when I draw cards. Oh, okay. Can you block? Can you attack me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You might as well attack me. You didn't block with it. I have no idea what you do. I feel like you have to block and get one of these tokens gone, but you didn't make that choice earlier. When you probably should have. I feel like I should have lost this game. That's nuts. They didn't swing or block with it. Beautiful. Probably not going to cast that, but I'm better than the Mana Rock, I guess. Alright, Davriel, you have a second shot at it. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Swing? I'm willing to trade forever with that. You didn't block last turn. Untap source, I can kill their commander. I think they had to trade. Yeah, I think that Refurbished Familiar probably did like the worst thing it could have done. I don't imagine another creature in play is going to change that much. When this dies, my opponent seeks a card. Maybe that's just worth not playing then. Alright, I'm going to just not do anything. Alright, we did it. I can't believe I won that game. With a... That was the Thoughtseize that didn't take Armageddon, and then Armageddon ended up mattering. They took a removal spell for what I guess was Psychic Frog. Well, you know, the game went on too long, and Armageddon became a good card. That's going to happen to you. Sweet. Cool. I'll take that. Davriel let me down kind of twice there, though. I could play Phyrexian Arena. Could also play Necropotence, which I like never play for some reason. Could probably play Reanimate. Let's shave a land. I probably should have shaved lands earlier. Probably should get rid of more as well. I have a lot of Mana Rocks. Oh, there's also black market connections, which makes vampires. I probably should have been playing black market in Brea as well. Kind of forgot about it. Well, again, you know, just shave a land. I think that's fine. Could add another board wipe as well. Seems like that is a consistent thing I want. It's a blue-green deck. Typically goes right over the top of what I'm doing. Is it me or do I keep really fast? I feel like the mulligan phase, I'm waiting for my opponents way more than I take time. Maybe I just play enough. I feel like I choose my mulligans so much faster than like everybody. I have no answer to a minute orc. Ooh, okay. Yep, yep. You can do that if you'd like. You sure can. I just play Edgar next turn. I don't need to. Okay, now I really don't need to. Let's play land and that. And then I guess Chromatic Lantern or... Doesn't quite matter which one. I don't think. Unless it does. I don't have to crack the fetch land. Probably won't. Okay, yep. Does my opponent play their commander on turn 5? I don't think you normally do, but they've already played weird, so maybe they will. Nope, they don't. All right. Didn't draw it. Play Chromatic Lantern. Play my commander, I guess. Hope there's a counterspell. Like, really hope there's a counterspell. No, tragic. They didn't even grab a land. Casting Ugin next turn doesn't feel great. Do you have more lands in your hand? They must, right? Casting... Like, did they pick this off of Genesis? Seems like a weird time to do that. Well, they can cast their commander now. And then draw 3. I thought he had double strike. Oh, it does. Yeah. Well, at least they can't swing at me. Problem is they can cast their commander multiple times, and I can't do anything about it. This is slightly better than just casting, whatchamacallit. Yeah, we're going to cast this instead of Ugin. Okay. Or I'm going to do nothing. Opponent just has Quandrix in their deck for some reason. Yep. That do be in your deck. Can still draw 3. Do I have a White Sun's Twilight for, what does it have to be? 5 or something? No. Can I cast this and Wrath? Or Day, whatever. They're playing Cryptic Command, so there's 15 better counterspells to play. But apparently they don't have them. Suppose that's ideal. I think I draw 4, just 4. Can make it 5. Get rid of you. I wonder if I have an Armageddon spot right now. I feel like I don't have an Armageddon spot when loot can be cast again. Okay, that is that card. That card wins the game. It's this kind of deck. It's not like a Teamer beatdown. It's like Storm something. This is the card that Flubs wants to play every single game. Mystical Archive. How does it work? Okay, I guess. They blow up my lantern in my Necropotence. I think I'll draw 3. Can make it 4. Sure. Then you discard your hand. Yeah. Okay, so now there is a legitimate question of can I cast Armageddon? And I honestly think I can. Which is a bit unbelievable. So I can play this. Find my white source. Cast Armageddon. I can't believe Armageddon is just randomly absolutely crushing people like this. Well, maybe it's not that crazy. Maybe it's not that surprising, but it feels crazy to me. Well, they drew the only thing they could reasonably draw there. But fortunately, I am ahead. Yet again, drawing the only good thing to draw. I don't think it's going to matter, though. They'd have to do kind of the impossible to come out of this, I think. Like, they have to draw lands and nothing but lands. They actually milled a land, which I'm not sure they can afford to do that. I don't know why they did that. I don't think they could afford to do that. Maybe I'm wrong? They probably would have conceded if I played Ugin. But I didn't. I'm not at all concerned about Song of Creation when you have no lands. Yeah, alright, I was about to say. Like, you milled a land, but, like, you have to draw lands here? Right? You can't play the game without lands. Unless you're trying to find some absolutely obtuse line that involves 2 lands, and I don't know what that looks like. Like a Ponder, this draws, and then you find... I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's anything. No. I'm just surprised they milled it. They would have hit literally 3 lands in a row after I had cast Armageddon, which I think is the second or third time that has happened. People just keep drawing lands after I blow up all the lands. But usually it doesn't matter, because you can only really cast Armageddon if you're ahead in some way, and if your opponent is stuck, forced to play nothing but a land, and then passing, whatever that small thing is that you have that puts you ahead is probably going to outpace that, which has been true each time. It's just funny that that's just exactly what people find right when I blow up all the lands. But yeah, I probably could have cast this earlier. Man, Armageddon. I'm starting to feel bad for opponents here. This card is more playable than I'm willing to admit. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Armageddon is really, really, really dumb. Really dumb. Well, it doesn't do much against Katara. Well, if it's anything like mine. His hand doesn't do anything against Katara. Or this one. This one maybe, sort of, kinda. Get rid of you. Get rid of Toxic Deluge. Seems somewhat unrealistic. Opponent has the card they need. Play this. Pass. Well, if they have a 1-mana spell, I lose a game. Okay, they didn't entertain the idea of potentially having one. They had one. All right. I was going to concede if that didn't work. Let's play Kaya. Let's play this. Actually, no. I can't kill Katara, so the game's over. Cool. What a fun matchup. Well, at least I don't have to waste my time for like 10 minutes. It's over in 30 seconds. And for some reason, Katara is still not in Hell Q. Interesting. I think this is the casualty one. It is the casualty one. Maybe I should take Obsidian out. Costs a lot of mana. Doesn't do that much. I think I should take this out. It would be better served as a mana rock, like, almost always, I feel. Tragically. Hey, I have a library. Look at that. And I'm on the draw. Look at that. And I also don't have to kill Ragavan turn 1, so it actually does something. I guess I just take one first. Might have Thoughtseize, I don't know. I have nothing. Alright, so I can play this. I have to cast something. I really... No, I should always kill that. And I should also kind of protect my life total. Kind of. Yeah, I should kill this. It doesn't leave behind a creature, which would get sacked to that, so. Well, I'm playing down a mana, effectively, to draw cards. Which my hand, suppose, is alright with doing that. That leaves behind a token that I can't kill, so they'll always have casualty. The problem is I'm getting attacked at an angle I don't enjoy. Being attacked at. Okay, so I'm gonna play you and a second mana rock this turn. Farewell, not good enough to stop Ob Nixilis. I don't know what I guess I'm hoping to draw Engine Ring already. This doesn't feel good, but I think that's where we are already. If they don't cast their commander, I probably would have. I don't understand why they didn't. If I plus this, it goes to 5 and it dies on board. There's nothing I can really do about that. I suppose I'm okay drawing. That's kind of good, actually. That kind of... I like that. Mirex is annoying, but I think we're going to cast this. Wait, let's slow down. Can I cast this first? Nope, I can't. Yeah, we're gonna just do this. It's not the most exciting, but like it stops the thing in play that I don't like. Still losing though. Final act. Sweepers and planeswalkers. I can kill that with Davriel. Let's get rid of this. Oh. I could have gotten rid of Grim Tutor and might not be able to cast it. Teferi's Protection. Okay, let's play you. You. I have to kill the Mayhem Devil or I'll lose the game. How do I deal with Kroxa? Nobody knows. There's no reason to sack the goat right now. You shouldn't do it. I think I have to fracture this bastion. I could also... Maybe? No, I don't think I can fare well. Yeah, we have to fracture this bastion. And then play Edgar? Right? Oh, they kept the card on top. Of course it did. Can play the Relic for not kicked first. Right? Yeah. And then just play this. If I need it to leave up Teferi's Protection, then... Well, that was just never going to happen. I'll probably get rid of Teferi's Protection if they cast Kroxa. They do cast Kroxa. Okay. They can't swing. I draw nothing. I think I should cash this in. Should 100% cash this in. And hope I get something decent for once. Draw 3. And don't think I care about the stats of my opponent's creatures. I draw 3 lands. Yep. Okay. So at this point, I think it's One Ring or bust, unless I expect Farewell to actually matter. And I kind of just don't. What if I got Breach? Breach feels a little questionable. It feels kind of bad to grab the One Ring and then not draw what I need to stay alive, but I think I just have to play the One Ring and just hope it's good enough. Well, yep. Does this do damage? It does not do damage. They didn't make me discard with Kroxa. I think it was reasonable to do that. They just didn't do it. Oh, come on, man. All right, well. Talented. Talented top decks. Come on. I guess I'm not dead? Guess not. I'm still playing lands, I don't care. I took out lands. I took them out. Promise. Okay. Land. I died to like low synergy random grindy 3-drops. I just died to random cards that game. Opponent didn't need their commander. It was awful. It was awful. I mean, there's draws I can... There were game-winning draws. I did have game-winning draws in my deck. So, I think that's... I guess I can take that. I don't know. What is this? Each of your turns, you may cast an instant from your hand without spell. Alright, this is the better version of the college leader. Because it actually does something. Unfortunately. It actually does something. Do I play Sorin? Well, that's an extremely good turn 2 play from my opponent. Yeah, I guess I play Sorin, I don't know. That Pentad Prism just, like, literally soloed me right now. I just got 100% soloed by that Pentad Prism just now. Of course, there's a counter spell. Okay, looks like they didn't have a land, so the Pentad Prism didn't solo me. Yet. Maybe they don't want to cast their commander because they, unlike everyone else, don't just have immediately the I win the game card in their hand. 1, 2, 3. I wouldn't mind if they countered the Witch Enchanter. Right? Right? No, wrong. I think I don't care about this, and if I do, it's not my fault. It's not like they can have mana drain, so... Okay, they stole my Witch Enchanter. Of course they did. Yep, you got it. You got it. Still haven't won a coin flip on that card, by the way. Well, at least their commander didn't matter. Pentad Prism was going to get me, though. Didn't think I could even play against partner commanders. What do I know? I mean, it's an uphill battle no matter what I play against. To be fair. Boop. Let's see, is it the sweaty 1-2-3 drop version? With no card that costs more than that except like Force of Will? So far, so yes. What? Wait, surgical extraction? But you can only have one of each card. I guess you see your opponent's hand? They didn't do it on my upkeep, though, so... Not sure what's up with that. Yep, it's sweaty 1-2-3 drop. The deck. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to kill it, I guess. That worked. Let's play this on black or... probably white. My hand looks a lot more like it wants to be white, so... I'm willing to cast this in the face of a counterspell. Did they at least exile it? They did. This is a game where my opponent spell-pierced a mana rock. And then went down a card to look at my hand and not draw a card. Do I play Relic? I don't think I play Relic. The rest of my hand is doing something, so I guess I'm not playing Relic. I don't have Mana Tithe. That would have been quite nice. We'll play the Wandering Emperor and plus it. I'm okay with that. It's not like they're gonna kill the Wandering Emperor. Oh, I guess they could actually if they get a land. This does have haste. But then that's all they did. And they know about swords. I don't know, I'm just playing through counter spells. It does seem extremely consistent, though, that the partner commander players all play like something they found on the internet and like a CEDH website, which is all 1, 2, and 3 mana cards. Seldom do I see that not be the case. I'm love to see this. I'm very surprised that that is that much of a problem for my opponent. So, what does it do? Cast their second spell. All right, let's get rid of this. Oh, what is this? Too easy. Too easy. Sit down. Sit down, you sweat lord. Oh yes, yeah. Take note. Every time you see someone playing a partner commander thing, for some reason, they're all doing this like super. I only play the best mythic rare 1s and 2s and 3-minute cards. I have a pretty good track record of beating them all. Maybe it's just because I have a better grasp of what I expect them to be playing. But time and time again, like you're not going to see. Maybe you'll see a Damnation, but I kind of doubt it. Like you really just don't see cards that cost more than 3 in these like windmill slam ninja push your glasses up your nose sweaty lists. They just stop at 3 mana all the time. And that explains the Spell Pierce on a mana rock, because my opponent's headspace is the game is decided by turn 3. That explains the Dark Ritual on a 3 mana commander. It explains whatever this is doing, right? You can kind of fine tune what you expect to see in either this one or the Tymna Thrasios or Tymna Crom, the blue farm one. Like you're just going to see the same cards all the time. And yeah, all right, that's all I got. I haven't seen anyone play partner commanders and have like some surprise deviation. It's all just the same thing. Which is weird, because if you want to play like the sweatiest thing, I don't think it's the partner commanders. I think there's better ones. I could tithe what? What do you mean? Not sure what you mean. What did I do wrong? Oh, just mana tithe the commandeer? Oh, am I stupid? Okay, yeah, I'm stupid. You're right. When you're right, you're right. Hey, I never said I was good at the game. Never said I was good. Never claimed that. Okay. Oh, what's this? Oh, please force a negation this. Please. Yes. Alright. Love it. The old 2-for-1 for the rampant growth. Love to see it. Let's play this. And then play this, because I'm behind. I never said I was bad at the game? Okay, that's true. Wait, maybe I have, though. That might not actually be true. Alright, why do we shock ourselves with a black-red land here? I actually have no idea. Do I make a 3-2? I don't think I do. There's probably a lot of not good things that happen if I make a 3-2. I can play Sorin. I don't think there's any reason to play Obzedat. So I'll just play Sorin. Doing its best chump block interpretation, barring hyper-efficient mono-black removal spells. I don't know when I'm supposed to Teferi's Protection. Honestly, I don't know when I'm supposed to do anything, actually. It can't be this turn. The treasure token's just too important. I can't block that. I probably wouldn't anyways. Okay. Make just a treasure token? You know what? We're here to be selfish. Let's go ahead and swing. Go ahead and play this on Vampire, because that's funny. And then I can play my commander, or I can leave up... What if I just played my commander? Yeah. I'll just play my commander. Decline. I should have got the Surveil land. I should have got the Surveil land at some point here. But I didn't. Oh, I got a YouTube gift. Let him cook? Yeah. To cook or to not cook? That is a question. All right, that's what they left up with. Whatchamacallit. Why did that go face, though? Because there's nothing else to do, right? Makes sense to me. That doesn't have haste, does it? I go to 2? Go to 2 here? Right? Because they can sack everything if they want. Which means I can't, Oh, now I'm just dead? Well, not quite. I do have my, You can sack artifacts? What a stupid card. Wait, I thought you had to do it more than... Why didn't my opponent kill me? Am I not smart enough to understand why my opponent didn't kill me, or does anyone else know? Because I certainly don't. Alright. Down to 2. I'm not smart enough to get it. Yeah, I don't stream on Twitch. I do not stream on Twitch. Let's draw. Wait, what if I added mana and killed this? No, I'm gonna draw. And then swing with this. And I gain 1 life? No, that doesn't really work out, does it? How much life have I gained this turn? 3? Okay, I'll kill this. Alright, Soren did more than I... Oh, Bose is only once. Oh, I thought Broadside just killed you. I just sacked everything and your opponent lost. I should probably read this. I won this game! I won this game! Oh my god, I won this game. No way. No way! I won this game. Shouldn't my opponent have played it out? No, I have Ugin. I have Ugin. No Rita. Not I have Ugin. I have Ugin. Sweet. It's a really weird game. Okay. We got there. We got there. Well, I didn't want a Teferi's Protection it because I thought they could spam it. And then I would die to the next activation. Teferi's Protection would not save me if my opponent could sack everything. Alright, Obzidot. Sorry, buddy. You gotta get out of here. Loth is also a bit questionable, I think. And so is Ob Nixilis. Like, this could just be Phyrexian Arena? I love these cards, but I am I'm in a format where you can't play grindy 5-drops. So... there are some cool silence lines, I guess. The deck filter thing, card filter doesn't like to work anymore. Both is alright. I don't really have a way to put counters on it, though. At all. There is Spectacle, which I suppose has text on it. I don't think I'm playing this. I do have Planeswalkers, though. I have more than one. I think I'd rather have a removal spell. There is Chain to the Rocks. There's a 1-mana removal spell. I like those. Solitude. Yeah, Solitude, I guess. And maybe not Grief. What about you? Probably not. Wait. Oh, I took out 2 cards, right? Grief, sure. No, don't play a road. Don't play path. Don't play those cards. Do play chain. Okay, apparently Edgar has a chance against Eureka. I'm honored. I take the compliment and then proceed to concede because I'm not going to waste my time against the dumbest thing in the format that I have no business playing against. Also on the draw, because why not? Do we normally get the background screens of a set that hasn't come out yet? Is that normal? I don't remember. What is this? This is the killable Codus? I have to read? Okay. And then one or more creatures enter. I'll just say it's a blue-green deck and nothing else matters. I'll just say that. I'll say that until further notice. That is fine. Let's play. Yeah. I'm not going to leave out cut down. I don't think this is put high at all because it's a good. That's not true at all. I completely disagree with that. If today is any example, I would not ever come to the conclusion I'm only seeing higher bracketed opponents. It happened maybe once or twice. I don't think that's true. I'd be surprised. I have never seen Edgar played literally ever. Just play Sephiroth at that point. That's wild. Okay, so let's take this and put that in play. They took the Sweeper. I think I'm willing to play this as a land. Yeah, I'll play this as a land. I'm not going to leave a cut down. Alright, well. Edgar versus the world. Not a good place to be. Oh, look at that. My opponent's reading Edgar. Oh, they're reading it again. I'd pay money for someone to show me a deck of Edgar that is up there for a valid reason. Like, even the Tessa is just better than this. Or, again, just play Sephiroth. What did they do? What's happening? What? Yeah, Drew Poop. My opponent got a Cursed Marauder. That's not a solution to Edgar, though. I hardly even consider it like a permanent solution. Do I kill this? No, of course not. I wouldn't even play Witch Enchanter. Yeah, that's not a solution. I could Guardian Idol, but I don't have to Guardian Idol. I could Guardian Idol still. It just doesn't make sense though. It doesn't make sense. Icetill Explorer. Okay. Okay, no fetch land. Love to see that. Yeah, they didn't play it because it doesn't make sense to play this and then pass. Right? Not gonna swing. Alright, well, my opponent has the world in their hands. I can't stop the what is effectively mono green ramp nonsense with, I guess, some random removal spell. Okay, yep, that's a problem. That's a problem. It can grab what is it called? Haywire Might. Oh, they got Snapcaster, and then they have Vampiric Tutor. Oh, that's also a problem. That might just be better than Haywire Might. There's no reason to do it right now. Unless there is. I don't think there is. Okay. Oh, you can just cast it that way. Huh. But then you can't use it. You can't use it, though. Maybe you don't play Haywire right now. Yeah, I don't think you wanted to play that right now. You can't sack it. Can't sack it. I'll just kill it. Alright, well the problem is when I leave my opponent alone, I just have nothing to show for all of that, so I'm just losing like painfully in drip feed. Like the Vampiric Tutor is just gonna find a card and win. So I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do here, like in the long term. Incentivize them to take out a different card like this. They can kill Edgar with the Haywire when it flips, I guess. The thing you can do. This is on upkeep, so they can draw something, and apparently it's worth casting right now, so maybe it's not a 7-drop. I don't know what's worth casting right now. It could just be a fetch land or Icetill. Is that the best thing to do? I mean, that's pretty calm and kind of tame. But I'm sure there's something better than that, right? Probably. Sure. This is kind of the same as just grabbing the creature yourself. Okay. Okay, they could have just put that to their hand with the Vampiric Tutor. And just hard cast it. Don't you have to cast it for real anyways? Yeah, you still have to spend the mana on it. So they could have just skipped the Entomb side. Oh no, okay, they had a reanimate spell, which undoes Kodas. I can block this and then let it do the thing. Yes, the Kodas I've only seen one time ever, and that time is right now. And so far it hasn't done anything. It's just a blue-green deck. That sometimes has a graveyard, I guess. I don't know. Oh, yes. Just what I needed. Okay, that does kill this, but then I'm dead to it the turn after. They can just play it again, so... I'm done. I need, like, Farewell. Do I have time to draw Farewell? Is this game over? Maybe I have time to draw Farewell. Maybe I have time. So let's do... How do I kill the... How do I do this? I do this, right? And then I Murderous Rider? That's how it works? This is the only thing that helps. I mean, it's just buying time for the inevitable here. But hey, I got some counters on my, my whatever this is. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, they do the fetch land anyways. Of course it did. It doesn't matter how bad they're perceived to be doing things. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. You're a blue-green deck. I just don't have infinite resources like a blue-green deck does. I need Farewell, and that's probably not good enough. I don't think Farewell saves me. It makes the game take longer. Maybe if I go exactly Farewell into what's it called? Armageddon? Farewell Armageddon? I can't draw 2 cards a turn? Oh, I guess I can. This enchantment? It just, every time something dies, you draw a card. Or you find, it seeks a land, non-land thing. Okay, they got the Haywire Might, so I'll probably lose that opportunity. Yep. No surprise there. Okay, I guess. Can't say I'm too concerned about that one. Draw 3? Is that it? I think. Doesn't matter. If I can keep my opponent busy with random nonsense, then maybe we can play the game. Anything's possible. If we can just keep them busy doing things that don't even matter. Because they seem very obsessed with doing things that don't matter. Alright, actually, you know what? This is over. I'm gonna stop. At this point, I'm just hoping for what is like a 1% chance I draw Farewell. Or, I mean, you know, technically a 1 in 82, I guess, but it's not good enough. No, this game's just over. Honestly, I could have just conceded right at the get-go. I really could have. Once I saw the like Simic thing start to come together, I could have just moved on. It's like we're playing different formats. This deck has a lot of what disenchant effects. Oh, look. What else does this do? So if I exile cards from their graveyard, they get spirit tokens? I can't not try that. I can't not try to play that card. Okay. Vampiric Tutor for what? Black Market Connections, you think? Maybe? I think Black Market Connections is a good idea here. I could also probably just grab not Solitude. I mean, oh no, I don't have another black fetchable. Okay, yeah. We're doing the thing. Doing the thing. Let's take that. Let's play this. Alright. I can... Ah, they have a Mana Rock though. I don't like it. It's also a rather early use of Armageddon. No, I'm just always killing this Elefante here. Treasure. I didn't draw a land, so draw, I guess. If I play this and use the treasure, kill their commander, commander dies. That's my TED Talk. And I will not play Witch Enchanter as my land. Because there's not really a large incentive to if I actually want an Armageddon. Alright, anything but a Mana Rock, please. Come on. Really? Do you not care about me and my text box? Come on. Come on, you're dumb. What is being mean to me? That just totally... Now, not only do they do all this, I got max punished for not playing my land. Go figure. Opponent. Whose side are you on? Can you explain that to me? You also have Swords of Plowshares? Okay. Again, you should wait till you draw a card, because you could probably exile something from your hand that is different. You don't know what you drew. There's no reason to do this, but people just can't help themselves for some reason. Okay, well, you got it. Didn't work. I'm over it. Double Mana Rock. Yeah, we should report that opponent. They played a Mana Rock, they blew up my mana source, and punished me for playing not playing a land. So... everything went 100% perfect for the opponent. If you could ask them to do 3 things, those would be the 3 things they said they would want. Oh, it's this again. Do we assume it's got Pentad Prism? It's on the draw. I'm on the draw, so... I'm not winning a draw-go game, but this gives me the most potential looks at something that could potentially matter, so... Alright, no Pentad Prism. Double bottom, okay. Play you. Play my commander? Yes. Oh, there's just Wash Away? Of course there's Wash Away. Okay. It's effectively the same thing. What do we assume the one big random thing is that this deck does? Let's play that, and then I guess no, but then I can't do anything. Yeah, right. Guess I'm just passing. Yeah, Necropotent's not a great idea right here now, I don't think. Okay, they can cast their commander, and they just don't have the card that makes it worth it to do that. Vampiric Tutor, well, that's a card. Got text on it. I think I cast it right now. I don't know why I wouldn't cast it right now. If I had a discard spell, I might actually take it right here, if I had one. I could take the One Ring, and that gives me like a layer of protection. Oh, I do have Grief. Okay. Swing for 2. And then I have... How many cards in my hand? 8. I can just hardcast Grief and see what happens? Yep. Okay, that's... Yep. Let's draw. No, I can't. I have to, like, leave up the removal spell. Alright, they don't have anything. Let's take a Godless Shrine. Let's draw. Okay, another removal spell. Do we think this is good? I wonder if they care about this because library. Okay, it looks like there was no counterspell anyways. I don't know what I'm supposed to do though, because once they cast it, all I can do is kill it in response and then they can just like cast it again effectively. Oh, I was supposed to react to the Iron Crag. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Is this an instant? No, it's not. Okay. How do you not just cast this? What? Instant sorcery. How do you not just cast the wild idea? Can you still cast it with a land or something? Yeah, I guess I can do both. I mean, you always cast this, right? What? Opponent, come on. Alright, so let's draw more than 0. I will kill this thing. Oh, or not. Okay, I did. I will draw even more. I have a bunch of dead cards in my deck, so... Okay, I'll call that a day. Pass. I actually lost track of the number I chose. Okay. Discard these 2. Alright, same logic. I play Sorin? Right? Play this and... do that. Draw 2. This is the weirdest game I've ever played. Let's draw now. Okay, that doesn't matter. Play this. My opponent is no longer interested in interacting with my stuff. And I think I'll just draw 1, 2. Yeah, 2. Well, it would be nice to draw something a little bit more impactful. There's a lot of removal spells, and I've only seen 3 or 4-ish. How do you flip this? 3 or more life? Okay. I can flip the Sorin. I don't even know if I'm supposed to. The Extort is a problem. My opponent has to do something. My opponent's going to have to, like, play the game. Land. 1, 2. I'm going to draw... Do I want to make a food token? Or do I want to smack him for 3? No, we want to close this game out. We're going to draw 10, because now I'm just looking for a second removal spell. If you have Banefire, congratulations. Right. I don't know, I said 10, but that's... I stopped there. I don't know how much that was. 8, sure. Pretty arbitrary. Okay, I found the second removal spell. Get rid of you. Oh, Toxic Deluge. I highly doubt Farewell matters. Let's get rid of you. Alright, opponent. I technically do not have lethal next turn, unfortunately. Okay. They just didn't draw whatever it is they wanted to play with the... See, I don't understand why they didn't just tutor up the spell that would be really good and then cast their commander and cast it, like Expropriate. If they did do that and they took 2 turns in a row, there's still a chance that's not good enough, to be fair. Might not be good enough, but they didn't even go for it. There are not a metric boatload of spells to cast with this thing. There's a fairly small handful of cards. I think I played this. Did I play this? I might have played this. I looked at all the college leaders and I'm like, why is the this guy better than the actual college leader? I don't know. That Ward Pay 5 life is horrendously bad, but yeah. But I also missed this because if you respond to this, then they can't cast a giant sorcery. They can still cast an instant, but that doesn't really matter. But yeah, they never found another explosive spell, I guess, and I don't really know what kind of spell it would be, because, again, I think Expropriate is probably taken care of. I cannot imagine that would get me, but who knows? Now no one will know. Yeah, they also died to the bird they gave me, and I never tried to cast my commander again. The bird actually did just do all the damage. I could have maybe tried to cast Edgar at some point again. I don't know. Sorin resolved, and there's a lot of damage there with the Extort. That was the strangest game I've ever played, and I don't know how I feel about it. So I delegate my feelings to YouTube chat donations. That's where my feelings are found. That's where they are. Hey, it's the thing. Okay, Armageddon not as exciting as normally is. I do have another library hand, but it's a blue-green deck. Probably doesn't care if I draw 2 cards a turn. Opponent went down to 5? Oh, no Tails End. Okay, let's play Vampiric Tutor now. Absolutely no idea what to put on top of my deck. Could just put Black Market Connections or Necropotence on top. Could just put Necropotence and just play this hope it's good enough kind of game plan. Opponent doesn't respect anything, and neither would I. I drew a card that unfortunately I can't use to mess up my opponent's stuff. Yep, well, Necropotence. And I don't see... Well, I can replace 2 of the cards in my hand with something that might matter. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We did it. We played the video game. That was... Yep, that was a card. Okay. Let's draw off of this. One has a castable spell that is not a counter spell or Tails End. Let's play this thing. Right? It's not like I'm leaving anything up. Please counter this. Please counter this. Please counter this. Thank you. Alright. And then don't get a Mana Dork. Excellent. Let's draw 1, 2. What does this do? Doesn't matter. Did you a land for the turn? When it plays that. Are these lands? These are lands, right? Armageddon doing stuff? I can't play Armageddon right now, though. I gotta like... Oh, wait, maybe I can play Armageddon. No, I don't have a second white source. Alright. No Armageddon for us. Draw 1. Up 2. Do I cast Fell? Do I leave up Fell or I play Davriel? I think I'm gonna play the Mana Rock. Yeah, we're gonna play the Mana Rock here. How many cards I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Alright, what do you got? Do an untapped white source. Good deal, I guess. Okay. Permanent mana value 3 or less from your hand to the battlefield tapped? Okay. Interesting. Draw. Oh, good thing I didn't play find Minotaur. I would have been upset. Okay, so we play Chromatic Lantern. We draw. Cast Dark Ritual. Off of this thing. Oh, it doesn't matter. We have Chromatic Lantern, right? I just said that. I don't know how to play the game. Let's play this. Play land and draw. Alright. What do you got? And you beat this. Have to play a land every turn. Not gonna die to a couple 1/1s. Delighted Halfling, an excellent draw. I have an answer to it on the end step. I can play this and hide behind it. I can also just play Davriel and plus it, then they can't realistically swing at me. And then play you. Don't like that. I will draw 2. I think. It is still probably worth it. Still probably worth it to draw. Especially if it incentivizes my opponent to swing at me, and then Davriel triggers. That is probably always worth it. It's pretty likely they have a land drop, like, for the rest of the game. Their hand has enough cards in it. When it gets rid of random card, sure. Let us kill the Delighted Halfling. Play land and pass. Kill both their creatures, get rid of black market connections. No, we can get rid of a land here. Yeah. And cast this multiple times. Line. And pass. I don't think I'm paying life with Necropotence. I will draw off of my Mind Stone. Okay, do I play anything? Do I do anything? We can probably draw 1 card here. Not great. Ornate for 1. It gets a random 2/2. Let's play. When it dies, each player gets a lander token. I'm gonna just naturalize that. No. Oh, yeah, I have to. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say I naturalize Necropotence. I can't. Let's spin the wheel. Come on, Davriel. Draw 3. That one doesn't matter. Good cards have been drawn. Good cards have been drawn. We did it. Oh, opponent, look at all these X spells that don't do anything. Tragic. Play that. Look at all those X spells that just don't matter. Okay. Too easy. Too easy. Armageddon. Look at it. The only questionable thing, I guess, was the Vampiric Tutor for something that didn't immediately kill their commander, but it looked like that paid off. And then they have these totally dead cards in their hand, because their deck needs more mana. Man, Armageddon. It blew up, what did it all? It blew up some Forest Dryads, too. Sweet. Love that. How many cards did we draw this game? It felt like 2 different games once I blew up the Armageddon, with the Armageddon, the library. Almost got stuck under Necropotence, though, right? That was possible. I was at 4, and if I couldn't ever draw a card, I could have lost. Close. 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 I feel like most of my wins have actually been because of Armageddon. Which, take that for what you will. Another blue-green deck. Man. Oh, boy. All right, Damnation's nice. Dark Ritual... Not looking great. I don't know. I don't feel like thinking. Oh, yes. The old 1 into 3. On the play. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Yep, that's a Voice of Resurgence. That's a legal card in this format. Play Chromatic Lantern. Well, I doubt there's a collected company. Wait, what? Huh? What on earth? Okay, so let's play... Does it matter? I don't think it matters. Looks like there's no land in their hand, because they have something to cast or do. So I guess no land. Okay. This is a strange, horse. Could be subtlety. Get rid of, Tessa? Doesn't seem like that's going to do much here. Let's play Mana Rock. And Mana Rock. Okay. It's only a matter of time before they find a land. It is a subtlety, and they just decided to cast it. Okay, you got it. Be gone, Soren. What does that do? Land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Refuse to respect the last card in my opponent's hand. play 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's no getting through with these 1/1s. Like long term, they're not going to die to this, right? Because it's 4, then they block. Yeah, they're not going to die to that. So let's play you. And you. They cloned my commander. That's pretty cool. And also kind of funny. I guess I'm not swinging with it. They found a land. Clone doesn't have a backside. Too easy. Too easy. Gotta love it. Play this instead of what? Instead of Chromatic Lantern. I kind of like Chromatic Lantern. I don't, maybe a different one, but I guess. It's not that exciting. I'm just playing a card in the off chance I am at top deck war with my opponent and I can draw maybe more than one card. I don't know. I like it probably more than... Not sure. I feel like Liliana kind of sucks, actually. I saw Captain America's shield and it looks like it's just a worse version of a quarter shield, which is so funny to me. I feel like this is never going to matter, but it's in there now. I'm almost done playing anyways, but there it is. It's in the deck. Oh wow, Tamiyo. I haven't seen a Tamiyo in a while. Does it make sense given the kind of decks I play? I've never seen File do anything a single time. It came out with the ice blue white tap to draw commander, whatever it's called. I don't remember what it's called. Yeah, Flubs would probably like it. What is this? Helga? That plays creatures, I guess. Okay. I know I like Kinnan, but I'd be willing to never play Kinnan again if I didn't have to play against Metadorks. That just sully the integrity of my reality. Well, let's just hope they play Helga and get Toxic Deluge, I guess. That is not the case, okay. This doesn't save you from a removal spell in response to, like, casting Helga. But it looks like they just didn't have it, so let's play, well, I guess I play nothing, actually. I almost wish I could play something, and then they're like, I actually want to play Helga. But unfortunately for my opponent, this just doesn't work. Because I have cards. The Folly of Lightning Greaves. Wait, what is this? Oh, sure. Alright, so they can give that... They found it convoluted late. Opponent, you didn't play around Pestilence. Is it Pestilence? I think it's Pestilence. So I can Toxic Deluge for enough to never feel bad about casting Edgar and killing it. I mean, you got this far into it exclusively to get Helga to resolve. You have two things you're obsessed with playing to get this to show up, so there's no way you're not playing it. Don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to me. Well, if you're playing a draw-go control deck, and the file draws a card, you lost the game. Hate to break it to you. Okay, how does this work? Cast a creature with mana value 4 or greater. So I guess I'm refusing to respect anything? Like Solitude and Subtlety? I outright refuse? I missed damage. No, I didn't. They have the, I didn't miss damage. They have Mother Runes. Palantir. Oh, yeah, Palantir is fine. Yeah. I like Palantir. I thought you meant the file. Yeah, Palantir is just Phyrexian Arena. It's like a $200 Phyrexian Arena for a reason. So, what am I looking to draw here? Another card. My opponent is very obsessed with Helga not dying. It's a shame it keeps dying. Let's play the One Ring? Sure, yeah, I like that, I think, right? Yeah. Apparently my opponent has a card that's castable. What do we think that is? I certainly don't know. Do I need to draw right now? I missed my land drop, so I guess I want to draw. Yeah, Palantir is just draw 2 cards a turn. That's all it is. Generous Ent. Suppose that was what was holding priority. I almost want to just exile artifacts and just take it that I'm losing the One Ring. They shocked themselves. What is that about? What is this card? Or is that the only way to play Helga? No, it wasn't. You didn't have to do that. I really do want to get rid of the One Ring, I feel. This taps for just one. Okay, well. Please draw a land. Thank you, game. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of all the cards in play, including the One Ring. Which does mean I lose Edgar, but such is life. Wait a minute, 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 wait a minute. Yeah, okay. I'm getting rid of the One Ring so it doesn't kill me. I'm just ahead, so. Okay, opponent just has that because of course they do. Yep, you got it. Why not? Another card that involves obsession with making Helga unkillable. I like this track record my opponent has. Do that. Let's play this. And I guess I play Mind Stone. I'm not looking to get Library to start drawing cards. I should just play Magic. Opponent's at 8. Opponent is at 8. Breach? Multiverse? Grab Primeval Titan? And it looks like it auto-grabbed the Ugin. There is no... Okay, I can put a colorless card on top of my deck, actually. Such as, but not limited to... Doesn't matter. I did mill my opponent, so I'd rather them not start to play lands off this Ice Till. Even though they are fetch lands and they would start losing life. Alright. Just how we drew it up. I think. Opponent is not done. I'll draw before there's Cyclonic Rift. And then play that. Swing. Has to be Cyclonic Rift. I mean, it could also be something else, but... They didn't do a pre-combat attack trigger, though I don't think 2 lands matters. That enters with the stats? It doesn't. Oh. It doesn't. Tragic. Oops. It doesn't enter with the counters. It doesn't enter with the counters. Oh no. It would have been a, would have been 3. I'm not gonna lie, my opponent for the top deck game ran very hot off the top of their deck. Very, very hot off the top of their deck. But we got there. I will say the downside of being absolutely obsessed with playing every card ever that gives this protection or shroud or I guess indestructible is your hand is just weaker, right? You have to make room in your hand for something like Lightning Greaves. Well, to be fair, Lightning Greaves could give other threats haste, but Mother of Runes, Skrelv, like these get in the way of doing the main thing because you're fixated on trying to defend this. And when you're specifically for the what feels like the 14th time today, blue-green, or honestly just green, you don't really care to have to protect anything because you just keep casting problems, right? Like, look at all that stuff they did, and then out of nowhere, I could just die if I had 3 creatures. So it taking time to play protection spells and stuff significantly impacts your card options of whatever this wants to do for real, like cast, I guess, Primeval Titan or something. So it just kind of gets in the way, in my opinion. There are certainly Mother Rune decks, though, right? I'm not saying they don't exist. I just don't know if I care to protect Helga. I don't know. It doesn't feel the same as VV. Like, you function very well without this, and maybe just play more actual threats instead of just randomly having Mother of Runes. But that's my onions. But it seems like they just want it to have a bunch of stuff because they're up against a black-white deck, which is notorious for its removal. But all of that doesn't get around sweepers. But they did run really hot off the top regardless. Instead of running the stuff like hitting whatever it's called, Giver of Runes off the top, they hit Primeval Titan. What I think was exactly 6 mana, too. Pretty nice. All right. I'm over it. I got way more out of this than I thought I ever was going to. Armageddon is a real card. I kind of wish it didn't exist regardless, just like Strip Mine, and they actually did take out Strip Mine, so I'm not a big fan of mass land destruction, but it is a, like, way to win the game, right? It's like you can look at it as the ultimate prison card, where you shut down people's play patterns that could stop you by just removing their ability to play literally anything, except, I guess, Force of Will and Solitude. So it is a win condition. You just have a board state. It doesn't matter how bad that board state is. As long as you have an actual one, your opponent doesn't have any board state, and you're a deck full of board wipes, you're just going to win with it, right? Edgar, or I do think it's better to play some kind of Planeswalker of, like, all the things you really could do. I think a Planeswalker is the best bet to have in play for Armageddon, because then you just win, right? Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, Armageddon. There's nothing happening. Ideally, you play the first land, you probably untap it or whatever with Teferi, and then, so, like, that's just better. Or even Jace the Mind Sculptor, it doesn't really matter. You just have something going on. Probably reasonable, right? Someone will make the argument that killing your opponent with damage is better than trying to have an ultimate off of a Planeswalker. So maybe, I don't know, you could obviously have both. Just anything that puts you ahead seems like Armageddon's a card. It feels bad to lose to it, but that's kind of the nature, right? Like, there's aggro decks that lose to the first sweeper you cast, right? Something like Heir Apparent, I guess. It just exists. You can easily win through it if your opponent just sends it and it was not a good idea to send it when they did, and then you had something that made it so they couldn't actually kill you, and they just put the game into dumpster magic, where you're both just staring at each other with, let's say, a 4/4 in play, and you can't, like, swing. I know this can actually flip and trade, but if it's something else. But yeah, knowing when to cast this is a good thing to learn. I think with any deck really that's white and plays a bunch of mana rocks will probably always enjoy Armageddon. I don't think you should be as whimsical as to play Avacyn and just have Avacyn in your deck as your commander and then, like, play Armageddon. You probably do play Armageddon in an Avacyn deck, but I don't think you're gonna ever get to have that happen. What else? Just the black-white control shell has certainly gotten better. I think Ketramos might just replace my enjoyment of Edgar, and you have the added benefit of hitting graveyards, which is relevant against kind of every color has something going on with its graveyard, even red to a lesser degree, mostly artifacts. So there's always something that matters in pretty much every deck that involves the graveyard. It's hard to play a 99 singleton or build one card deck and not have something that cares about the graveyard in some way. Having said that, I don't think I care about the graveyard really. Oh no, I have Breach and Virtue. That does count. I'd say that counts. Davriel can reanimate with one of his deals as well. What is the ultimate on this? 13 damage. Okay, I mean, I guess there's Kaya to exile graveyards. It's a bit different. Yeah, it's really hard to have like no cards matter about the graveyard kind of decks. It's like really, you're gonna have like splash something that cares about it. So yeah, maybe Ketramos is just the way to go here. I don't know the matchup bracket system of Ketramos. I know there's the moment I bring up any placement of any commander, I'm going to get 26 different opinions as to, oh, Ketramos is tier 1. Oh, it's tier 2. Oh, it's dumpster tier. I'm going to hear all sorts of answers, and then I'm going to have to play 100 games to feel comfortable to have an actual assessment of where it actually is. But if, assuming Ketramos isn't in Nightmare Land, could just replace Edgar with it, and then you have a semi-reliable flow of Phyrexian Arena triggers instead of a somewhat unkillable commander. Ketramos is straight up indestructible, so it is kind of nice. And I think it's got like Menace and Lifelink. Yeah, it offsets all of your lose life draw cards things. Edgar kind of slow, if really ever capable of actually gaining life and offsetting something like Necropotence. But yeah, Ketramos is cool. I like it. I like it. But this is an old time favorite. Little outdated though, given the recent few years of cards like Ketramos. Ketramos is a commander I actually thought about making on paper. I think that's a really cool thing. Man, I might actually do that. Shoot. But what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Board wipes, spot removal, Planeswalker win conditions, Paradox Engine 1 ring combo, Armageddon win condition. Yeah, it just feels like a black-white control deck that has, you now have access to another genuine win condition. This does win games in this kind of whatever deck this is. You can also play Armageddon in aggro decks where if you're ahead and your opponent's busy trying to interact all the time and they're falling behind and you slip through with literally anything, even like a Thalia or a, you know, what is it? Adeline? Yeah, Adeline. And you Armageddon, you could just win, right? You don't have to do whatever I'm doing. You just win with an aggro deck. Heir Apparent, too many rabbits. They're doing a back and forth thing. 5 rabbits got through. You cast Armageddon, they can't deal with them, they die. Like you can do that. That's a real thing. So Armageddon it's here now. I kind of personally still wish it wasn't, because it just hits you with that emotional feeling of like, well, that's dumb. I want to play the game. But if you look at it as a way to genuinely win the game, and it does win the game fast, right? You play it and you don't win when you play it, then I guess your opponent's back in it. But if you play it and win because you played it, the game is over relatively quickly. So it just feels bad, but I would argue it's not the same. I've probably calmed down a bit about the subject of Armageddon. It is not the same as it is in like a multiplayer situation where, yeah, you blew up everyone's lands and maybe it was early in the game and everyone either resets or something and you have slight advantage in play. And in multiplayer, you might kill one person, but the other 2 have enough time to rebuild. It seems like you got to be a little more ahead when you have more opponents, and the game might take longer after the Armageddon. But people don't like mass land destruction in EDH, and I guess I'm not too big of a fan of it. I do like Ruination. If you punish people for having greedy mana bases, I think that's fine. Boil, it feels bad, but like Ruination seems fine to me. Or even, what is it? Like Magus of the Moon, Blood Moon type stuff. Even the new one, the Winter Moon. It's like if you're punishing greedy mana bases, I feel less bad about the mass land denial type thing. Just play more basics, and then suddenly the card looks a little bit worse. But that's just not the case here. You don't need indestructible lands. I think I had 1 or 2. You could probably just take them out. I don't like the tapped one, at least. Probably not, but yeah, more to explore with Armageddon, but I think tomorrow has an influx of like 650 new cards and another 200 cards that are reprints from other sets. So it's a huge set. I don't know how much is coming to Arena, but we shall see. I haven't really looked at all at them. Sometimes I make a video looking at every card, and I don't know if I'm going to do that this time. I'm just going to send it on one I like and see where we go. But yeah, all right, that's that. So if you want to play this, I think it's fine. I do. There's certainly a better version of this that has Ketramos and like all the things that poke a graveyard to exile and whatnot. And you could just replace the arbitrary card draw things. Well, maybe not this because it helps with Armageddon, but like stuff like this can come out of your deck and turn into, what is it? Lantern, Scrabbling Claws, Relic of Progenitus, Ghost Vacuum. Like your commander is this, and then you just play those to trigger it, and that's how you get your card advantage. You could obviously have both in the same deck. Dark Ritual still exists, but yeah, it is kind of cool to see Necropotence and Library work together. I actually had a disproportionate amount of library cards, library games. I had a surprisingly dense amount of them, and when it's doing the thing, it feels good, right? It feels good. But the kind of games that you're looking for with this are the ones that don't involve losing turn 3 to Katara or Yuriko or Kinnan or like anything. Blue-green that just ignores the fact that you're drawing 2 cards a turn and just plays a bunch of nonsense that you can't really deal with and then hides behind Force of Will. So, all right, that's that. So let me know what you thought about this. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time with apparently 600 more cards. Oh boy. Wait, what? Click, clickety, click, click, click. Armageddon go and play Toph, the Metal Bender? Oh yeah, there's ways to do that, yeah. Oh yeah, sky's the limit. No spoilers.